I can see you guys, but I
Oh,
can't see myself.
all
So
right.
I'm good with
So,
that.
okay,
Because I can see you guys.
we're just having a morning chat about our experiences. So, yeah, I was saying that what I'm getting more and more about the ascension and what everybody's saying, and like, oh, it's a vibration and this and that, and it's all words, and it's really not clear. Like, many words and not many explanations. Like, okay, but what does that mean? Like in real life. And I think that for me, anyways, like you were saying, Val, you were gardening and you were like seeing yourself from another view. Well, we're like accessing our other points of consciousness that are active, like
Mhm.
which would be anything really that we can tap into. And we're like conscious of it, and maybe we can ultimately, like be in control of it or regain the center of it, because like we feel like we're separated from our other selves kind of, but we're not. It's like one stream. Like
Yep.
they know about us, but we didn't know about them, but now we're starting to know about them. You know what I mean?
Our
Like,
higher selves.
yeah, our higher
Yeah.
selves. But I mean, we got a gang. I mean, I have a lot, I mean, of beings that are into my direct monad stream from God, I guess, from source, because how I see it, it's like that. It's like, let's say, like the first source, whatever, and then it would split and split and split and split and split and on and on and on. So it's like the same thing. It's like and the holograms, like a hologram, if you break it, the little part, it still can show
the whole picture.
Yeah. So it's like that. But what I mean is that Ascension and 5D and whatever is like, I don't think that I'm going really nowhere. I think that I'm being aware of the other realms, because they were already there anyways, but we were not aware of them. Like, so it's that, I think that's the point of it, I think, in my life anyways.
And
I'm like,
and they're all evolving. So we
yeah,
have to evolve with them, because if we don't, then that stifles them as well.
Well, that's why maybe they're manifesting to us, so that we can stick back all together in one consciousness and one, stream of thought.
My gosh, yes.
I'm having chills, man. Like up to here.
We're fine. If people don't ascend and they can't do it, then my thought was that they get recycled back into.
They just stay here, man, like they are now. We stay here too, but we're different. It's like, let's say it's a video game. The map, we didn't change maps. The maps are like merging or something.
Condensing into one.
Yeah, like we're staying here, but we have other options, other gears, other sets of, like the gamers.
If you think about it,
there you go.
We're like broken into like a whole bunch of different pieces. And in order to become one, you need to bring all those pieces back to the one. Is that what, like something like that?
Yeah, well, your stream of consciousness, to be conscious, like you're conscious of your everyday life, and we're starting to be conscious of other parts of, but I think that it's not necessarily like past or whatever. It's just happening at the same time. Like they say, everything's at the same time. It is. Time is just like a measure. Like you're going to measure a foot to know how long it is. So it's just to know where you are to navigate. But
we're like on a map, longitude and what do you call it, altitude?
Yeah, longitude, latitude.
So we're like on a map right now, and however our consciousness, the higher it goes, it changes, is what I got.
Yeah, well, it changes, but it's just us. It's our perception of it. It's like opening up other parts of it that we didn't know, we didn't see, and and the others
we're
aren't
waking up to ourselves.
And I guess it's part of the game. It's part of our plan. And I really think another thing that's really important is that if we're saying that we're all of it, well, like how we get scared about stuff and we think that, you know, like other entities or whatever can do stuff to us. And I think that that's us too. I mean, we don't remember.
Yes.
We're disconnected. It's another part of us that's like gone wild, you know, or something.
Well, because we're all one
Right.
consciousness.
And
Everything's consciousness.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like the job is to realize that and to even make them realize it at a certain point, maybe, or I don't know.
Right.
But because it's so disempowering when you think that it's somebody else and you can't do anything about it, but I guess we really can, if that's what it is, you know.
Right.
Because
Well, it says that it's all within us, you know, always, everywhere you look, like in the Bible and whatnot, it's within you. You can't wait on somebody else to come save you. You
no,
can
for
save
sure.
yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And it's like, if we like say we're creator beings, okay, infinite, unlimited, and divine beings, okay, and we live forever. Let's just say that for now. And we create this place. I mean, for sure we're gonna make this hard. You know, we're like, it's we're like crazy divine beings that created this. You know.
Yeah.
I wanted to put it another way, but I mean, it is that. It's like we're like.
But I don't think you can create until you are fully aware of all of yourselves and become one, like we were just saying. You know what I mean?
Oh, with our full power? Of course not.
Yeah.
But I mean, the
Yeah.
ones that created this here and the galaxies and everything, it's ultimately, it's like us, you know, that
Yeah.
we're infinite. And how would you do it if you would be like that and have eternity? I mean, you know,
Right.
you would put it really hard, and for the players to be able to steal the energy and for the players to be able to do whatever, like here, especially here on Earth, it's like no rules. It's like, and no memories of what you have, where you put it, and like,
That, I
dear
think
God,
that part's wrong. We should be able to have our memories. That I
sure, it
think
would be
that's
much
wrong.
easier,
Right.
you know,
It
and
would
then we have to start the other
be
game again.
dumb. I'm
I
sick of
don't
this
know.
trying to remember shit.
The criteria is certainly not the same, you know, for
No.
ethics of, you know, what's right and wrong and everything. It's like we
Right.
just want to see, I guess. And you know how
Yeah.
I was seeing that, and that's it. We just want to see how it's gonna unfold, like curiosity and stuff, you know.
Right. Yeah.
So, and of course, when we're in it, it's not like also easy. It's just like we're talking, but
Yeah.
it's the other perspective of it, you know.
Right.
Because it's so, we need to empower ourselves, and
Yeah.
like I think we can see the field, you know, with our eyes, you know, and everything. So it's freaking holographic tech, you know, like high tech.
It is tech. Big time.
People are like, there's so many narratives to get people caught up in fear and this and that, and it's just, I guess, to see again how it's gonna happen and to experience and all that. And
none of
because
it's real. It's all numbers. It's just like a computer program.
exactly,
That's why they say when you die, it's like you don't care. You know.
I'm sure I wouldn't, because
Yeah.
I mean, especially when you went out of body already and you're like conscious that you can do that, and you're conscious of your energy body, and you know that you're much more than just this physical body here. And that it's like with water, you know, like the ice, water, and vapor example. You know, it's the same molecule, but it's not going through the same cracks and not operating in the world in the same way, and it's not under the same parameters, but it's still water. So
Yeah.
you know, if we can, the more I think we get that, you know, how dreams are real and stuff. So Yeah.
Sometimes I
It's,
feel like my dreams are realer than reality.
yeah. Oh yeah,
It's crazy.
Yeah.
for sure. Traumatizing dreams sometimes. It lingers all day. You just keep that a little bit
I
less
do.
now, but more when I was younger and I didn't really understand how this would be working. And I would get really crazy dreams. I'd wake up and be like, oh my God, what was that?
Uh-huh.
Now I can
Yeah.
understand that it's like other parts of myself, or there's a lot going on. A lot
The
going on.
sun's coming up where you're at, Jen. Sorry.
Yeah, we're
Off
early.
subject.
What?
The sun's coming up where
Oh.
where you are in your window.
Oh, does it look bad?
No,
No,
not
no,
at all.
no.
No,
It
no,
looks
no.
great.
Okay.
I love it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's coming through the window.
I
yeah,
love it.
yeah. Sun's really nice. It's really strong. And like, I don't know if you guys, like, I think it's the end of sorry, Mercury retrograde finished.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
sorry, like yesterday I really felt a shift in the energies, like
Yeah.
with the field, like the air, like
Oh,
just the feel of it. It felt like what was I saying? Oh, I think I told you. Um
I don't remember.
like fluffy or something air, like a
You're
plump,
happy.
felt like
Voluptuous is what you said.
voluptuous. Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, it was like, and the trees and everything, they're really, so there's both parts of it, of what's going on. And it's so hard to always like, you know,
Yeah.
be okay with it, with everything. And I've been getting so much, like the other day when I was in the bath, how we were saying earlier that we have the impression, well, you when you were a kid, and even now, I guess, does it happen even now when you put your head underwater that you feel like you can
Me.
breathe? Yeah, sorry.
Oh, the mermaid. I
Yeah.
don't have a bathtub, so I'm not really
Okay.
underwater anymore.
Okay.
I know it's a bummer.
Put your head in the sink. No, I'm joking.
yeah.
Right, right.
Whatever.
No
Let's
kidding.
not.
But I do
But
get like the best connection when I'm in the shower. So
yeah,
water definitely
for sure.
helps.
For sure. And okay, I'm gonna say it because I just got it, and I got it yesterday too. So I guess I'm gonna say it. You know how they say that a way in SSP that they would break you is by drowning you. Like they would drown
Yeah.
you and
Water,
make
it's
you,
called waterboarding.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And twice that I'm getting the chills in the back. Twice that I get that, like when I'm underwater, I get that I can breathe underwater and everything, very beautiful. But I also get that it's weird. Like if I want to remember, I would need someone to hold my head under the water. Like I'm not gonna do it. You know what I mean? But like I would have to be like really in a crisis for my consciousness to snap back to it or something. Like, and I just got this now, like as I'm talking to you, and that's really fucked up. But
Panic state. Yeah.
yeah, and
So have you guys seen? Sorry, go ahead, Priscilla. You finish.
yeah, I wanted to say that another way I think that we could practice though is that, let's say I have my head underwater and I'm rubbing my hair, like really putting all my consciousness attention on my fingers and my scalp, and I'm not thinking about my breathing. Well, I kind of forget about it, like for longer. I need to put my consciousness, like let's say I want to breathe, I just put my attention back onto my fingers and my scalp and I just rub it, like whatever you can do to put your attention somewhere else, and it kind of makes me forget I have to breathe. Like, but it's like it comes back, I'm not good at it enough yet, I haven't practiced so much. I just tried it a few times, like it's not like I have hours to stay in the bath every day, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yes, obviously, but
Right.
I have tried that. So I just wanted to put that there also. So don't drown yourselves now. Everybody at home.
Right.
Disclaimer.
Probably a good idea. I think if you just focused on the water while it's hitting your head, it should help too.
Yeah, well, I need to put my attention on something like really vigorously for me to forget that I want to breathe. Like, it makes me hold that feeling longer. And when yeah, so go ahead.
No.
You wanted to say something earlier.
Oh, just referring to another show. So I've been watching Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And oh, by the way, Jen, it
What?
was chapter 3, episode 2. Mall Rats is actually the name of
Oh
that
my
episode. I didn't realize last night I was watching it and the episode name was Mall Rats. Remember, I'm like, I was a mall rat as a kid.
Yes.
So that episode I was talking about the Russians being in the mall, the episode is actually called Mall Rats. So I thought that was kind
Oh
of
my
funny.
God.
Episode 2.
Yeah.
That's crazy. We put the connection with the mall, you guys.
I know. That's crazy. That's crazy, man.
Yeah,
I'm having chills again because I've been having these dreams here in Montreal. We have this underground mall, okay, that you can get into a restaurant, let's say, and you go, it's underground, and then you can get out at the other end of the city, man. And I keep dreaming of that place and the theater, like the cinema to go watch movies there, but it's like so weird. And like tunnels and stuff. And I was like, what the hell? Why am I dreaming of these restaurants? And I got, with the Stranger Things.
Yeah. Well, on Stranger Things, 11, the main character, she's got they put her underwater too. They like put a thing on her eyes and then put her underwater for her to like connect to the other side, the underside or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So
sure thing.
that's what I thought of when you were talking about that. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Sure
They're
thing.
so
That's so crazy.
Connecting dots. This is so crazy.
Yeah, and that's what we were saying at the beginning, that it's everywhere. It's in everything. It's like the parody is here. We're like morons walking around and not understanding that everything that's on TV, we're actually freaking doing it, like in other densities and stuff. And they're feeding it to us as movies so that if we get flashes and stuff, we think it's about the movie or whatever.
They're also putting it spells on us too, and then we're having PTSD because when we're watching it.
Right.
Oh my God.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And you know what I got too?
Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. With the restaurants. Okay. I kept getting these dreams in restaurants and undergrounds and pizza gates people.
Yes.
I don't know. I got to look into
it. It was
that.
in a restaurant, man. It's a restaurant. So that's the link in my brain, I guess, with the underground tunnels and everything. I was like, how come I'm always like in these restaurants with weird people? And, and the last dream I had, it was really creepy. It was creepy. And it was like, as they go, it's like I'm getting more of it. Started by being like just a little walk in the park, and now it's getting creepier,
Right.
And I'm realizing that I'm walking through these places and I have people with me. I have like 2 guys, I think, with me, like protection or something. I have no idea. And these women, they don't like me. Like they really don't like me. And they were veiled and everything. Like they had these. And then I got this feeling of like, disgusting fucking, perverts, the feeling of that, I got that feeling of like, oh, something's up here, like I was like, blah. And there was something about the kids, it's not clear. It's babies, maybe. I don't know. It's not clear, but I mean, I'm getting more and more. And there was tunnels again. And it was like in the Arabian, like a Saudi Arabian sector, and that place, that, why they do that to the women there, because the power, the Lemuria and everything, that's where the ancient stargates are, man, with the
women.
Yeah, the women, like the creator beings. So it's fucked up.
It is fucked up.
I'm like, we will discover more.
Right. I was thinking that too.
So curious.
The women, definitely.
Yeah, and it's
the restaurant stuff.
Yeah.
So I was talking to Al last night about the dreams that I've been having. I told you guys about that girl that I seen.
Yeah.
I keep having the
yeah.
same female in my dreams, right?
Yeah.
With him.
And you don't think it's you. Like it's not an aspect of you.
Yeah.
You don't feel no, okay. It's not
no,
your chick.
she's a different. Absolutely, yeah. And she knows, like that one night she knew, that we had been together the night prior in my dream. Now that can be subconscious, obviously, I
Yeah.
would know in my but my dreams are kind of weird, and I've had dreams where I came across the same place in reality in 3D. And it
Yeah.
was one of them kind of dreams that felt different. Like when I have one of these females, it always feels different, like real,
Yeah.
like one of them dreams that is more real than reality. Well, I was talking to Al about my dreams last night, and I start remembering when I talk about them, they start coming back, like a memory. And you're like, oh yeah, and you start. Well, the restaurant started coming back, and I totally forgot that you were saying the other day that the restaurants you were dreaming about restaurants, Priscilla,
Yeah.
and wondering if we were connected because I had that female with the train, and you guys were dreaming about
I dreamt about
too.
often these trains, crazy trains.
Yeah.
With
Well, and I started
people
remembering that I was having.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Sorry.
That's okay. Go ahead.
I was remembering I was having these restaurant dreams. So it's just crazy for me that,
But Val, you and me, I mean, we're definitely connected on many things. Like even my dream I talked to you about with the redhead women. I thought she was me, but it's like I think I spoke to you also, Jen, about this. Yeah, I think I shared drawings also. It's like I see me and another girl, which I thought was me also, but it's wow. I snapped that like last time we spoke, and we're like scientists. I'm more like a military person. I feel like I'm. Am I saying it? Yeah, I'm a German person. I have the German suit and everything, but I feel that we're like in Hyperborea or something, and there's water, and like Val, she's got the scientist's white coat, and her glasses. It's her, man. It's her. Not a lookalike. It's really her. Like I was like,
high
oh
you guys, though.
And we do work with kids, and I don't feel that it's bad work. I mean, the kids are good, and the place is good, and there's like sea animals, and there's seats that the kids, they can put their hands in the water and their feet in the water, and they can like communicate with the whales, I guess, like that or something. I'm not sure, but definitely it's you. So and I had that dream before I met you, so.
Well, remember I told you both when we first started talking that I dreamt of you guys. Like yours, Priscilla, came back when I seen the picture of your boy, and Jen, you were like super. I don't know how you were awesome, like badass. Like,
I always hear as this like super badass captain of a ship with big boobies.
One thing about me is I'm highly regimented. Like I have things that I have to get done. So I don't know. I've noticed that about me. I'm very task oriented. So I don't know.
Yeah, well,
you were definitely.
You're very serious there too. Like you don't like it when I say you have big boobs.
Oh, I don't care.
Funny. No, not you. You went there, not you.
Oh,
that one.
Yeah, I do. Okay.
She's like. Funny.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me like that.
How dare you? It's because I have this view, like. No, it's joking.
I don't know.
You were very high tech, and you were in the malls in my dreams always.
Me or her?
Jen. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
That's
For
okay.
some reason, I'm not remembering my dreams lately, guys. Like,
hey, Jen.
Yeah.
I passed like 1 year without remembering one dream. I was going crazy. I was
Yeah,
like, I cannot. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I just wanted to say it happened to me too.
I think I think it's purposely being done
Mhm.
that I'm not remembering. I'm agreeing to it is what I'm feeling for protection or what. I don't know what it is. I don't know.
Well, you know, I think that we need to like get things not all at the same time. And I'm gonna talk for me. When I was getting the no dream at all, and I was like, I was falling asleep and waking up and nothing. And all my life I had dreams. I was like, what the heck? And I'm waking up and I'm going through experiences. How come I'm not wake, and I have the same feeling that it was like me that was deciding to give me a break on that part for now, like because I needed to put my attention on something else for now because it's a lot, and once you're like good with what you're doing, then you can get another part and another part and another part and on, so
Probably it.
like I would want to be able to teleport on my craft, but I would not come back. Probably, I'd be like, okay, bye. See you later. Guys, no, I'm joking.
I love it.
I'm really joking. But I mean, I'm not ready. I mean, I would probably not be ready yet. And if it's gonna be that, so damn. It's long. Some days I feel like hitting my head on the wall. I'm like, what am I doing? What do I have to do there? Like there's so many things I don't know where,
right.
but I think that just that we're doing little things like now we chatted a bit. It was like half an hour, and sharing.
Sorry, guys.
Okay.
Oh, you're fine.
Hey,
Can you see him?
man.
Yeah.
I was like gonna say a stupid thing again, but I'm like hold myself.
Good morning. Sorry. Surprise.
Well, he's good looking, so it's all good.
Yeah.
Like, hey, man. Nope.
Distracting.
Good.
Oh well.
So yeah, a lot of distractions actually.
Right, huh?
Like the kids, oh my god. It's like as soon as I'm like getting onto something or I feel I'm like connecting, then one jumps on me. I'm like, ah, don't do that.
Right.
It's gonna make me die.
I feel you there. Heart
Yeah.
attack.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, guys.
So, I think that by connecting like that, it's the best way that we can make sense of all of it because sometimes we really feel like we're, it doesn't make sense. And we get the cognitive dissonance so easy because everybody around us is like on that,
Yeah.
on that stream, on that movie. And you're like, no, I'm in 3D here. Like, no, you know what I mean? Like with the glasses.
I do. I feel like I've had a lot more things are making a lot more sense and I've had more connections since talking to you guys. So
Right.
I feel like it's definitely helped.
That's what we need to do, definitely.
Just
Yeah.
talk about it.
And even with the grid work, that's what I see more and more. Like before I would see like my A pillar and the grids, and it would be, but now everybody's pitching in. Like I was talking with Cindy yesterday and has one of her cells that she sees herself as a mushroom. She was like, I was stuck there. It's so funny. And I'm like, but you know what? Mushrooms are so important and they are part now of my kind of grid work because I see the trees and I see the roots and then it's the mushrooms, it's the internet, like the communication systems that these mushrooms have in the earth. They're the ones that are connecting me to all of it, like through the ground, you know what I mean? Like the roots, but the roots just go so far. It's the intricate systems of, you know, like the mushrooms. It's them. It's like fluorescent, how I see it. It's like they send signals and everything, and they're like one tree in here can communicate with the tree. I mean, in China with that system, it's like their internet. You know what I mean?
I think I've seen something that mushrooms are actually like that.
Oh, it
I
is.
think
I'm not just seeing it. I got the proof with you know, cross-referencing with scientists and stuff like that. You know, so I was like really amazed. I was like, oh my God, man, this is real,
it's so
real
cool.
deal. You know, like I'm really seeing that. So that's how I kind of reach everything, is through the, and outside is through the air. You know, the air. It everything touches everything with the Planck field. You know what I mean? It's like
Right.
so. As soon, and I also, you know, like us, the ones that are have the different energy signature that hold more information, okay, or light, whatever. I don't want to be like being so, because people put so much words in the new age and they have no idea what it means. You know what I mean? They have no idea. Light is information, it's data.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah.
So ones that are bigger with their stream of bringing the information, I see that by igniting my own pillar and with my intention, I ignite their pillar and their stream to their infinite selves, you know, and they do their it's so it's I'm having crazy chills, man. It's like yeah, it's that. It's like, and if we're really gonna get our power back, well, it's by doing it like that for starting, you know, with the energy work and the light work, information work.
Right.
And yeah, another thing I wanted to say about that. Sorry. I get so much shit going down. You know, like in quantum physics, before you look at the double slit experiment, I think they call it, before you look at it, it's just like waves, you know? And once you look at it, it becomes particles. So it's that. It's you know, by understanding
observation
that,
changes it.
yeah, by understanding that, we can understand more how we can change the world, like in a logical way for our brains to accept it, you know, more logically, like because we're seeing it, you know, like through the field. It's crazy, you know. So I think that that's part of it. Anyways,
Yeah.
you know, because there's like the part of creating and the part that you're remembering, which you already created, like, you know, or seeing, or are creating unconsciously, and now you're regaining consciousness on it. So I don't know how it's gonna go, how it's gonna be like as it goes, because right now, like you know, Val, how you say sometimes you get mad at the astrals, you know, like, you know, you, and it is real. It is, because you know, but sometimes we're like doubting it and like, oh, you know, it's my imagination, whatever. But the more you believe it,
That's the program.
Yeah, the more you believe it, the more it's real. Like the more it really works. Really, really. So,
They
so
say that we were taught wrong. You have to first believe it. You can't see it, or it's you first believe it. It's not seeing is believing. It's believing is seeing.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it's just that when you it's not like I want to believe it. It's like I really believe it. Like I know this. Like you know that your hand is a hand. You know what I mean? Like, you know. That's how it works. It's not like you want to believe it. Like, yay, I'm gonna win. Like, I do believe it. It's not like that, because in the back it's the root programs. But I'm saying this because how we can change the game again, how we can change our world, or not the world, not like I want to change everything for everybody has the right to have their own experience, you know what I mean? But for change our world, it's really like by that, you know, like when you're dreaming, you don't remember your dreams lately, so let's not take that example. When you're doing energy work, okay, in the beginning, you know, the archangelic calendar thing I shared with you guys, every day they have like missions or whatever you can practice like that, and that really helped me doing things like opening up portals and you know, doing stuff like that, because the more you do it through your imagination and everything, the more you understand that it's really real. Like that I don't know if it makes sense how I'm trying to say it. I'm like really not getting
No, that makes sense. I struggle with it because like, so I have experienced like the astral in 3D. That picture I drew in 2012 on Christmas Eve, you know, that
Yeah.
creepy thing.
yeah.
Well, so that was like a literal battle, like between reality and astral.
Yeah.
Because I was not completely asleep when I seen the thing, like with my eyes. I seen it,
Yeah.
you know, in the shadows. And since I could always, like, as a kid, I could always sense, like, I was always seeing ghosts and always sense things, you know, different things. So the telepathic communication, or like the, you know, that connection, like when I seen it with my eyes and it knew I had seen it, like the connection started.
Yeah.
And it came for me. And so I was going like in and out of consciousness, literally. And
Yeah.
so my sister thought I was asleep. She was in the bed with me. And she thought I was sleeping, but I was screaming, like, because I was being tortured in the astro or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
it was scary. And I was screaming, you need to go get dad. You need to go get dad. Faith. So she thought I was just having a bad dream.
Yeah.
I always talk in my sleep. But that's because the astral is real.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Exactly. Thank you.
I'm actually experiencing it. But when I wake up, you know, those things are white. I can't remember like completely. And it's hard to remember that I actually experienced those things because of the programming we've been put through our whole lives.
Yeah.
I know I experienced it. I know it was real. You know, I wake up
For
sore
sure.
and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Exactly.
but it's still hard to remember that, you know,
And it's hard to accept and you know, like it's like we said, it's the programs, you know, and even me, like right now, I'm like trying to find a way to explain, you know, for it to fit in my cognitive little drawer, you know, for me to say, yeah, okay, that makes sense, but it doesn't, because it's really crazy. Like often I feel I'm being touched, like on my head, on my feet, you know, but it's nice, it's okay, I don't even, you know, mind it anymore. Or, you know, the feeling that your kid is behind you and you know he's there, like, you know, your kid's right there, and you turn around and nobody's there. I'm like, hey, stop pulling around you. I don't get scared anymore at all. But I mean, I guess that it's like with us, you know, like if I would be invisible, I guess I would like to play tricks on people and see if they get scared.
Right.
Same thing for these beings, I guess. So it depends on what feedback you give, you know, and what kind they are. But
when I first started waking up, I knew that there were beings with me and I was scared. And I always said, you hold my hand, and I always felt like my hand was being held.
oh, yeah.
I always feel like sometimes when they're there, I feel like my hand is being held. I don't know.
Yeah. I know the feeling exactly.
It's just weird. You know, because I was by myself and I'm like, I want, so is my hand.
Yeah. It's really something.
So we have a lot of good around us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. And I think that, you know, as it goes, like especially now, we're getting more and more, like it's amping up. Like at the beginning, it was like just because I was totally new to all this, you know, I had no idea of whatever, like 3 years ago. So I guess it's just normal that, you know, it goes like that. But I'm feeling that hopefully I want this, of course, but I'm also feeling it that at a certain point where you reach a certain level that you're like able to take more and understand more, and it accelerates, you know, to your. So I don't know how it's going to be. I guess, you know, we're going to have our bodies here and keep our other bodies and just be able to, I don't know, like, you know, be conscious of all of it or something. It's like when you're watching, you know, these people, they have all these screens, you know, they're working with all these screens. It'd be something like that, you know, or something.
I don't know.
Because, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, remember how we were talking also about how like our higher selves are like this bigger being somewhere else, kind of like the reverse avatar,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So I wonder if it's something like that, if like if we will be able to learn how to take our consciousness. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, when I was in the water, I wasn't sure I was gonna say it, but I guess I will. When I was in the when I was in the water like this week, I told you guys, but when I had my head under the water, you know, I was seeing like an eye, like an eye. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I decided with my consciousness to go like go through it, like to jump in it or something. And I popped out like in a ship, a craft. And I was like, okay, what the fuck, you know, like, and I turned around and there was this big sphere of it had glass, you know, like a glass sphere, and inside of it was the eye. It was like the energy, but it wasn't an eye. And it's my eye. It's me. It's like these people on the craft, they're my friends, you know, like they're not, and we can see through that eye through my eyes. Like, okay, that's what I got through. And the people, they weren't aware I was there. I was really interfacing with like myself, like in knowing, like there was no words. I knew these things, like, but it was the eye that was making me know, like, kind of, okay. And and then I saw like a body lying in stasis. Is that how you say it? Sleeping?
Yeah.
And the skin is blue for sure. I think I'm a guy. And it's so weird. It's like I think it's a man, you know, or androgynous maybe. I have no idea, but I asked, like, am I big? And a guy, yeah, really big, like really, really big. Like, I don't know, maybe 10 feet, 12 feet, something like that, like big person. And the other ones, they weren't so big, and they looked like more like blonde and Pleiadians kind of thing, you know? Well, yeah, kind of stereotype, you know, with the suit and everything. I didn't really look, but now that I'm kind of seeing, I kind of see this, yeah. But these bodies, I think there's two actually. When it's my things, I doubt them all the time. I'm like, oh, maybe I'm making this up.
I'm the same way.
But you know, when it happened, I messaged you guys, and I was like in all my fucking emotional, you know, state and everything. So yeah, and I got that our consciousness is not yet like this the good frequency to merge with the consciousness of that being. And it's like when that happens, I guess maybe that we're gonna wake up there. I don't know.
I read that too.
Yeah. But I'm getting kind of that. Like we're maybe gonna wake up in our other bodies that had been sleeping for so long. I have no idea.
That's what
I don't want to put my foot in my mouth, but I got for sure. I got that the energy was not yet compatible to awakened Mr. Mrs.
Right.
And that there was a lot of us. You know, it's not just my craft there with these two. There's, you know, that's happening with other people also. Like I was getting plural, you know, like plural people.
So maybe our consciousness is here, but our bodies is on the ship. Is that what you're saying, or
part of it? It's just a part of it. It's not all of it. It's so
Well, them drawings of, I thought it was my higher self, but then I had somebody who's like, no, that's your twin, but she's blue, you know, the
Mhm.
connection with Amber and the drawing I do with the blue girl, like the half face,
Yeah.
that I drew that because that's what I felt like was my higher self. She was blue as well. And
Yeah.
that, so I told you guys about the angel the night
Mhm.
my grandpa died.
Yeah.
And how I felt like that was connected to like maybe a future me or something. Or, you know, I'm not quite sure. I just feel very connected to that angel that I've seen. It scared the living Jesus out of me. When I was younger,
It's
I was like
probably an
11.
aspect of you, you know, like you're an aspect of it incarnated here, you know.
I was 11 when I seen it. So I ran. I heard this music and it woke me up out of my sleep. Like I was in a dead sleep. And it woke me up, and this thing is like
So
big
crazy.
and bright.
What the
I just
hell?
ran.
Was it pretty?
Yeah, it was beautiful, but it was scary at
Scary,
11,
yeah.
you know?
For
Gosh.
sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
But yeah, I
It's
wonder if
so
that,
weird.
I think it's connected. I really do think it's connected to what you're talking about
Yeah.
through things in 3D.
Yeah, like overlapping
Oh.
memories or stuff, you know. I
Yeah,
have
yeah.
a feeling that that day,
Where else?
that guy where we were, that friend of my dad, you know, he was the switch guy, you know, weird guy. I don't know. Like I'm not sure I want to know, but
Right.
I'm getting the memories, you know, like slowly. Like I have this other doll, you know, Chucky doll. You're like, is that Chucky on your couch when you're dead?
Oh, yeah.
All these dolls, they have
I liked 'em.
significance for me. That's why I keep them because I still haven't figured it out. But
No, I like
I'm watching them.
They look very
They're-
antique.
yeah, there's something about them. You know, it's something.
I'll have to look at them again.
I don't remember where I got them. I don't remember who gave them to me. Like in my memory, I think it's my dad's friend or something. So,
They're cute and they look antique. They're probably worth something.
but I mean, it's not what I mean. I mean that it's linked to a memory. It's linked to something that I'm not supposed to remember or something. You know,
You guys,
MK ultra triggering kind of thing.
Got you.
You know what I
do
mean?
you guys remember Raggedy Ann and Andy?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I had a right, and I hardly remember it, but now that we're talking, I was scared of Chucky. But now that you're talking about dolls, I had this Raggedy Ann doll.
Mhm.
I didn't have the Andy, but I was obsessed with this fucking doll.
Yeah.
But it was like a creepy thing. I can't really remember a lot of it now, though.
And you know what I just remembered or got or whatever in the altar art bringing, they give you like a doll, you know, so that's the only thing you got, you know, and so you identify and that becomes like your one of your altars, you know, with the girls. I'm getting fucking crazy chills, man.
Whoa.
And yeah, you know, you have this object or whatever that's your trigger object, a fetish, you know, thing.
Mhm.
Because you know how we talk about sometimes the brainwaves programming and how people just freaking all of a sudden become super weird and
Yeah.
everybody's like attacking you all of a sudden, like, oh my god, did I miss something? And it's
Yeah.
the brainwaves, okay, but I don't think that it affects us that much, you know, like me, not that much, but all the people around me. So it's like a double experiment, like on the people and how am I going to react on that? And
Wow.
you know, oh yeah, I'm watching them. I told you. Joking.
I just watched that thing with Bob Lazar yesterday.
Yeah.
That Joe Rogan and Bob Lazar, and they were talking about how, well, Bob Lazar was talking about how the government knew about how, so they didn't tell his wife he was part of this program and whatnot, and blah, blah, blah. So she was like kept in the dark. But she thought he was cheating on her or something because of the job he was in and blah, blah, blah. Like the whole story is, to make it short, she thought he was cheating on her. And and the government knew like all this was going on, but they watched Bob to see how he was going to react to the
Oh, for
situation,
sure.
like the chaos he was put in.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You know why? Because
Crazy.
we're different, okay? And I believe that I have been doing good work at integrating my archetypes, okay? Alters, archetypes, whatever, okay?
Mhm.
Call it what you want. And I think that it's very interesting for people who are the observers to see how that different energy signature people would react to different situations under different parameters. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Wow.
And like sometimes I have crazy thoughts, man. Like really fucked up shit in my head. Like I would do things that, and then I'm like, my God, like these people don't know how lucky they are. People around me. I'm joking. I'm joking. But I mean, that's like trying to trigger a certain altar or something, trying to trigger, whatever. I've been
I know what you're talking
seeing
about,
that.
though.
Yeah, I've been seeing it and feeling it and
Mhm.
seeing myself go fucking crazy, man. I'm like, whoa, are you serious? Like what? So it's not
That
normal.
last section we did, Priscilla,
Mhm.
where I was tapping into the kids and we pulled them off and they were watching.
Mhm.
I wonder if that's what they're watching you to see how you react to the different personas or archetypes you were saying. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my
Oh.
God, it's the best thing.
But it's,
You know
I
the,
don't
the
think it's
song.
just you, though.
Oh, it's all of us. It's the song
Yeah.
by David Bowie, "Is There Life on Mars?" And he's like impersonating ETs watching humans, and they're like, "What are these people
I don't
doing?"
know that song.
No, you know what? I'll send it to you. It's so funny.
So we're lab rats. I'm just kidding.
Kind of.
Lab rat
To our own selves.
to ourselves, because when we did the session, my freaking 90 weird self, okay, was overseeing that classroom, man. I was,
Right.
oh my God, who's the bad guy? Because we're looking at something, somebody's looking at that, but I'm looking at that. So
Right, right.
obviously someone's looking at me and on and on. So we're all just
looking at each
looking
other.
down and seeing,
Learning.
experiencing and learning through each other. I mean, it's so crazy.
Yeah.
It is. The sky is crazy too. Like the clouds, like yesterday they were showing me it was like a show. They were showing like the clouds. It was like all the sky gods. I got them all of them. Like I swear, I was like, oh my God, like it's sky art. And I really believe that it's like other kind of manifestations, it's so
Right.
weird. It's not just one thing. It's like so many things.
Mhm.
It is.
That's true.
I agree. I think so too.
Where you want to put your attention, and yeah.
Mhm.
So, okay. I think we got a few things aligned here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
you know
For
I
now.
was
For now.
foggy at the beginning of our talk. Like I was like, okay.
I'm definitely gonna
Me
check
too.
out that. I'm gonna
The
check
more,
out that lab rat episode.
yeah,
On what?
That
lab rat of
episode, Stranger Things.
yeah, Stranger Things.
Oh, yeah. The mall rat.
Mall rat. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Mall rat.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah, but
yeah.
I got what she was saying though.
Yeah.
Right.
I understood. Yeah, I'm good at that.
Aren't you deciphering my stuff?
But I mean, reading
You're
between
pretty
the lines.
good.
we all got all kinds of signals coming down, so it's like
Yeah.
Yeah.
so I
Right.
love girls really a lot, and I'm really happy that we decided to share a bit of our experiences.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop the recording before we say bye for real. Okay.